everyone, and welcome to Outside. The series, of course, we're going outside zombies maps, and today we have Gröesten Haus to check out. The very first map from World War II that we've had on the channel, and it's all thanks to Ratpack, who's putting together a client for the game, just like he did for the Black Ops 2 campaign, and we'll be able to no-clip through every single one of these maps in due time. The client, however, is still very early on, so I'm leaving those larger maps for when it's more fleshed out. But I thought it would be a good idea to start off with a little teaser of Gröesten Haus, as the map is very small, but still, I think it's going to be really cool to take a look at it. So if you do enjoy any of this, consider leaving a like down below. It helps me out a ton, and of course, make sure you subscribe so you can come back for more. Without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, I should probably note that right now I have God mode on, and you'll notice this red blood around my screen, and you can just hear my guy coughing. Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's doing too good. And unfortunately, at the moment, that is just the effect that's just going on constantly. Also, all of the commands are only external at the moment, and there are no keybinds, which means that I have to tab out every single time I want to exit no-clip. I think you could probably see the reason why we're starting off small right now. But I suppose let's get right to it. Obviously, inside the house, there's not a lot of areas that we can't access. Normally, there's of course the mystery box room, but you unlock this with a little Easter egg. And I think there's really only two other spaces. This one right here, that's just a little bathroom. And of course, you can see this from inside the map. There's nothing really all that special here, unfortunately. And then lastly, there's this little space here underneath the stairs, but other than that, that's about it for the house itself. But I suppose we can fly on up out of the house and take a look at what's going on out here. Oh my god, there's a hole in the roof, dude. That's not good. There's actually multiple holes in the roof. It's kind of funny. Now, I am aware that there is an intro to World War II Zombies, and I believe it takes place right over there, where the train crashes or something like that. It's been a long time since I've played it, and then you crawl your way to the house for survival. And I think I'm going to save that area for last because I imagine it has the most detail. But starting out outside the house here, of course, the area is very dark, so I'll probably add some post effects here to hopefully make it a bit more bright for you guys. And immediately outside this window, we have a road leading from that crash site over there. And then heading on alongside the house, we've got a truck here that looks to be German in nature. And then past this road just continues, it seems like, off towards no man's land, where there's just some floating houses here, which is really cool to see. And actually, there's also an extra brush here, too. There's quite a large bit of material just heading off into the distance. And it does seem like all of this has collision, which is really cool as well. So we can just run up and down the street, although it seems there's a barrier here just blocking me from getting back to the house. Can the zombies cross the barrier? Let's see what happens here. Can't get me, buddy. Loser. But I'm also wondering whether this has collision as well, and I have a feeling it doesn't, and it definitely does not. Oh my god, we're falling. Which I suppose that makes perfect sense. And if we go ahead and no-clip a little bit further, we can see where this goes. It seems like it's literally just one-dimensional here. Just a terrain patch all on its lonesome. And as far as these floating buildings go, most of them are pretty much the same. However, there is this one clock tower here, which is really cool to see. It is quite well detailed as well. It even has little windows, and I mean, there's not much of an interior here, but there is one, I suppose. I guess if you could call it that. And to the left of all of these floating buildings on the clock tower, there is even more floating buildings and yet another clock tower. And besides a big cross on it, this one, weirdly enough, seems to have even more of an interior. It actually has some like lighting fixtures in here just floating about that you would definitely never be able to see. And I highly doubt it, but I gotta see if it has collision. Oh my god, I heard a thud. Oh my god, it has collision. That's wild. So you just walk here in this building outside the map with these floating things above us. Can I continue this way? Okay, that's definitely the edge. Oh, I fell. Okay, we're falling again. Damn it. This is really cool, though. I definitely did not expect to see this out here. And there's even some more stuff. Like, there's this random wall just chilling and some more housery that you definitely can't see from inside the map. All these buildings here, though, from the backside, we can see that there is no interiors, and there also isn't really any backside either, actually. It seems most of it has been all called out. And I suppose, just to be thorough, we might as well check out the mountains as well in the background, which seem to just be some terrain patches chilling out here. And I doubt there's anything inside of any of them, although maybe the developers hid something back here, but I sort of doubt it. We got some 2D trees. Nice, love that. Yeah, but other than that, there really isn't much chilling out here. There's definitely no just random models just laying about. And it seems like as far as the mountains themselves, they're pretty damn standard. There's not much to say here. But if instead of going to the left of this town, we go to the right instead, behind these 2D trees, we'll find a massive brush just chilling out here, and I don't really know why it's here, For those who don't know, a brush in Radiant is, well, this right here, which you're looking at, a three-dimensional object which you can apply textures to, and usually they have collision. So let's see, I suppose, if this one does. Oh my god, we're here. We're walking on it. Oh god, I lost control. And oh my god, is it massive. It's stretching all the way out towards those little mountains in the distance. And we've reached the edge. Whole lot of nothingness down there. I'm not exactly sure why this is here. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, although obviously you wouldn't really be able to see it from inside the map, so I suppose that's not an issue. But still, it is quite strange. Perhaps they were using this for testing purposes at some point, and it seems like it goes into the mountain, and it definitely does, and continues further this direction into the map as well, which is crazy. We just got a whole bunch of floating brush out here. So I guess this was used as sort of like the basis for the mountain, and then they added these 2D trees in front of it, and then of course some terrain patches and rock models and stuff like that around. It looks very different than anything that Treyarch has done, anything that I've seen so far on this channel. This is quite strange, and I like it a lot, actually. I mean, we can see back into the map right now. That's the main house right there, and I imagine from one of those windows you could probably get a little peek at this. These 2D trees probably block most of it, but nevertheless, it is pretty crazy to know that this is just chilling out here. But with a little bit of no-clip again, we can go inside the brush just to see if there's anything inside of here. I sort of doubt it again, but you never know. It looks like there is a lot of rockage going on, and there's also a little cube down here. What is this? I don't know if this is used for anything. Maybe this is like loading screen stuff. There's just a single cube. Normally when I see something like this, I think like teleporter box, right? But there's just one of them, and obviously this is a 4-player game, so... And I did just notice that this little black box is right by the start here where the train wreck is. And of course, that intro mission is solo. There's only one player. So this black box might have been the box that was used for that. Perhaps this is where the player is teleported when the screen goes black, and that would make a lot of sense, actually. And here in Gröesten Haus, it's just still chilling here outside the map, because I imagine this is the same exact map. Maybe Sledgehammer is doing something a little bit different here, I'm not exactly sure. Also, this could just be completely unused and just chilling here. I might be looking at this a little bit much, but nevertheless, pretty cool. And as we continue on other than the map, yeah, there's not really all that much here. Just some random stuff reaching on down from that mountain. I think that's the side of that brush that we were walking on, actually. So hanging up here above the map real quick, it looks like we've checked out pretty much half of it so far. We have all that townage going on over there with some interiors and those clock towers. And of course, to the right, that massive brush here that makes up what's supposed to be the mountain, I would imagine. But now I think it's time for us to go the other direction out of the house instead and see what's going on over here by this train wreckage. Floating on back down to the map here, there is this Watchtower that I didn't really mention before, and I kind of want to check it out. I don't think it has... Yeah, it doesn't seem to have much of an interior here, but it has a floor, and, I mean, it exists, so that's cool. But other than that, in this raised portion of snow, I suppose it's time for us to continue on down the road here. We have another truck that's just looking out into the distance, and I think that's the way that we want to go. But before we do, at the very end of that intro mission to World War II Zombies, when you come on up here alongside the house, you interact with this fence, or at least I'm pretty sure that's what you do. There'll be some footage on the screen, hopefully right now, showing it. Again, it's been a long time for me. But here, outside the map of just the Gröesten Haus survival, if we go up to this gate, we can see that we can indeed open it for 750 points. Which is crazy, dude. And I suppose... let's go ahead and try. I imagine it works. Maybe it'll crash the game, though, so I guess I don't know, but here goes nothing. It definitely worked. Although the padlock part of it is just still floating here in the air. And the zombies do indeed have pathing out here, too, which is pretty cool. Can I just, like, train this guy all the way over to the train? Train him to the train? Come on, zombie. Let's check out this map together, man. We got some, like, I don't even know what that is, but it's there. It's a little hut. And a whole bunch of signs saying that there's mine-ins. Now, this is yoursins, man. You can have that. This ain't mine. Okay, zombie, chill out. Chill out. Stop it. Oh, shit. So as we continue along here, there is this, like, barbed wire area, which, weirdly enough, is blocked off at the moment. So I guess that's outside of the map, probably, even for that intro mission. I think this is the area that we walked through in that. Of course, all of this you can see. And this might even be the zombie that you, like, first kill. I remember there being some kind of zombie that you needed to hit over the head with a shovel. This definitely seems familiar to me. Stop it. Now I'm just gonna constantly have zombies pouring out from the house, aren't I? That might not have been a good idea opening that door. But here at the end of this pathway, we have a bunch of charred wood and a broken train as well, which it seems like this I could just walk right on through, which is kind of funny. And yeah, I think this right here is where you start, right? And you like crawl through this right here. It's all coming back to me now, man. It's all coming back. You know, I think of World War II as sort of a modern era Call of Duty in a lot of ways, I suppose, although it's sort of in the in-between era, right? It's the first Call of Duty after the whole jetpack era stuff, which, man, I'm still really happy they got rid of that. But it's crazy to think just how old this game is already, and it looks fantastic, actually. But alright, I suppose it's time. Let's go ahead and hop on over the barbed wire here and fly on up, see what's going on with this pathway. It looks like we have some more destroyed trains and a whole bunch of fire. And oh my god, it's orange, dude. It's kind of majestic in a way. You know, it's times like this that I really want to take a sip of the coffee. Because, of course, I have my coffee with me here this morning. I hope wherever you are, whatever time you're watching this, you're enjoying yourself, because I really did like World War II Zombies, although the DLC maps not so much. But when the game first came out, I enjoyed this game quite a bit, actually. And it is really cool to be able to no-clip out here finally. So again, thank you to Rat Pack for making this modded client. Your work, I'm sure, will be very appreciated by the community. And I can't wait to cover those larger maps here in a bit when we have binds and hopefully some more quality of life features for the client. And side note, this is a very weird little area here. Just cut into the mountain. But anyways, if you want to check out some of Rat Pack stuff, his links will be down in the description. And once this client is made public, that will be there as well. And if you are enjoying this video, leave a like down below. It helps me out a ton. And of course, make sure you subscribe so you can come back for more. But without further ado, let's continue and finish off Gröesten Haus. If we meander our way here past these trains, which do seem to continue for quite a while, there's a really... what is this? So, looking at the texture, obviously, it's like that dev texture, like the missing texture, right? And it's clearly just some sort of pole leading into the ground, and oh my god, it goes even further down under it. Yeah, not sure what this is doing chilling out here, but it's definitely here. Some sort of pole. Maybe it was like a tree at one point, and now it's just like a missing model? Not exactly sure. But either way, I suppose, really cool to see. And as we continue onward, of course, this little, like, pathway, I suppose this was a railway, right, at one point, before all this train nonsense happened. But yeah, it just seems to cut off pretty much right outside the map. There's really not much in this direction, actually. And, oh, what is... oh, okay, there is a black box here? Oh, no, that's just the brush, I think, from earlier. Okay, so that's where we are. There is this additional brush here on this side that I didn't notice before, and it's kind of identical to the one over there. I guess, again, it was sort of used as like a big barrier for the map in some way. Because you can see from here up above it, we got the house in the middle, and then you just suddenly have these two brushes here along the sides. Sort of strange, actually, how they constructed this. And it's really weird seeing this, like, terrain just meander its way from it, too, as well. But before we wrap things up here, let's get a real up-close look of the house here, because you don't really get to see a ton of the exterior. You do see this area here in the intro, right? But what about, like, the backside? Of course, we're used to being inside this house, right? But outside it here where the zombies spawn, not so much. Were those zombies just, like, sitting there dormant for a second? I think that's what was going on. Yeah, get inside the house. That's where you belong. Out here, though, yeah, there's like a little generator, it seems like, a pile of wood, some zombies that want to kill me. And oh my god, there is a DreamWorks outhouse, just like from Transit, dude. Holy shit. I really did not expect to see this. That's so cool, dude. Oh my god! Who was there? Someone was here. Someone was here, dude. Look at this. That is insanely cool, man. A little Easter egg left behind by the developers. Whoever made this outhouse, I suppose, and put the toilet paper on the floor. That is so cool, dude. Awesome work, developers. Thank you for making this game. I think it was a little bit underappreciated by the community, which again is sort of unfortunate because I think the actual zombies themselves are insanely cool in this game. Oh my god, they can climb that fence? You know, some of the zombie pathing out here really makes me think that we were going to have a larger Gröesten Haus at some point. I sort of wonder if that was the original plan, but again, maybe not. It also could be the case that this map was just like a test, and because the developers were having fun on it, they decided to just throw it in the game as well. I don't think this outhouse is used anywhere else either, at least that I know of. And I don't think it would ever be possible to see that message here on the wall without no clip. Insanely cool. I guess we saved the best for last here, guys, but that is it for me, ladies and gentlemen. That is the entirety of Gröesten Haus. We can fly all the way up into the sky and look on down at it. And oh my god, is it beautiful down there. It's got a pretty interesting shape to it. And I suppose we might as well mess around in the Aurora Borealis before we sign off and get these effects in my face. Although it seems like they're kind of constantly like facing the player, so when you get inside of them, they sort of just disappear. And as far under the map, just to be thorough, we might as well check it out. I don't think there's anything down here. We've fallen down here quite a few times already. My guy seems to be very out of breath, though. You hear that? Oh my god. No clip does take a lot of effort, I suppose. You gotta harness the magical powers within. But as we fly on off towards the moon, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, consider leaving a like down below. It helps me out a ton. And of course, make sure to subscribe. If you want to watch more of my content, you can click one of the videos on your screen right now. But if not, I'll catch you guys in the next one because there'll be more World War II in our future. Stay awesome, and peace out.